I struggled a long time with social anxiety, and I always felt like something was wrong with me. I did it last night. I went to a group and I sat in a room with strangers, and I sat with the uncomfortable feelings, because none of those people know what's going on in here and what's going on in here. They don't know that I'm actually freaking out and panicking. And I've learned from pushing through it and doing it, I've learned two key things for me in trying to battle this social anxiety. The first one is, I have an assumption that everybody else in the room is perfectly fine and balanced and well, and they don't have any sort of anxieties, which is absolutely false. I don't know that. I don't know that at all. And the second one is, I have this pressure on me. I have to be the best and the brightest and the most wonderful and the most charismatic and the friendliest and the one that everyone loves. And that expectation I have on myself is bullshit. There's nobody in this world that everybody loves. We all annoy somebody at some point for some reason. And like, I know this stuff, but internally I don't know this stuff. So I'm learning. I'm sort of filling myself in on the bits I missed. In that time, the time of your childhood is the time where you learn to walk, you learn to talk, you learn to do everything. You learn to be a human. And those of us who've had severe and repeated traumatizing events happen, we're in fight or flight. We're not able to actually relax and calm and just enjoy and learn to talk and dance and run. Basically, I never had that first learning experience of how to be social and how to socialise and how to be my natural, generally happy, stable, healthy self in relationship with others. Like that marathon runner thing. Nobody can run a marathon if they haven't first learned to walk, and then learn to jog, and then learn to run at times, and then go back to jogging again, and learn to breathe while running, and learn the proper nutrition that you need in order to be able to run, and to learn the environment. Like, there's so much to socializing that I missed out on learning because I was afraid, hiding and running from the fear and terror that I was feeling with alcohol and with drugs. And alcohol and drugs became my way of dealing with social anxiety. Yeah. I've learned a lot. I've learned an awful lot since doing that somatic dance and like physically shaking a lot of the trauma out of my body. I've talked about this trauma with therapists and psychologists and all those lads for since I was like 16. So I was first diagnosed with depression. Since then I've been in and out of therapy the whole time to deal with it. So absolutely 100% therapy is important. Psychologists and psychotherapists, medication is important, but also this physically moving through it. Reiki is another level of it now. When my trauma therapy group ended, Reiki began. And I trust that process. I trust what's happening and how it's helping. What the Reiki is doing for me is helping my now relaxed nervous system integrate into the world now. And yes, I'm 43 and my social abilities are probably maybe 3 years old. I shouldn't laugh, it's not funny, it's actually fucking tragic. And I see it with Evan now that he's 12 and a half and he's at that stage now where he's stepping into his now, he's becoming himself an awful lot more. I'm kind of like, Jesus, I'm there as well, and I'm years ahead of him, and he's years ahead of me in ways. And I don't know, this is life. This is what life is like for everybody. We are all behind in some ways, and we are all ahead in other ways, and we are all learning. And there isn't a linear, like everybody by the age of this has all of these boxes ticked. That's not how the world works, and I know that's not how the world works. So I can give myself a break. So yeah, give myself a break. Cannot get over social anxiety without putting myself into social situations and doing it and using the experience of doing this social situation as evidence that what's going on up here is bullshit. Bullshit. It's like none of those things are true. All them feelings that I'm not good enough and I'm useless and I'm empty and I'm nothing and I'm not worthy, all stem from that childhood shit that no longer serves me. None of that serves me at all, and I can let it all go. Don't need it anymore. I hope this helps somebody, that you're not alone. It does get better. It is work, but damn, is it work worth doing, you know? There are so many brighter days ahead. The way I look at it now is there's a yin and yang. You know the yin and yang? There's equal and opposites to everything, and there's a balance, and the universe requires that balance and draws to that balance. And I had a massive imbalance of horrendous shit in my early days. And I am ready and I am open for the massive imbalance of all the fucking good shit. There is so much more for me in this world and in this life. And I'm here for it.